Hi guys, how are you doing tonight? So here we are, your day out daily. Bullshit, that's the weekly reading. So this will be the weekly reading for the week 10th of year 2017, and I will use again 3 card spread as I used last time. It seems that it worked quite well. And with that being said, guys, thank you ever so much for your support. You're really awesome. So let's talk about a little bit about the week number 10. As the number 10, this is reduced to number 1, but because it's 10, 1 and 0, it seems that, hello, it seems that there will be a little bit of difficulties making initiations because the 0 is associated with going in circles. And some additional energies will be required from us in this week 10 of year 2017 in order to push the things through and make a particular initiation or setting into a start a particular things. Hello guys, hello, how are you doing? Good evening, Lisa. Good evening. So, as this is said, people, let's go straight to Aries to see what they have to expect in this week. Let's shuffle the card. I'm going to use again this this masterpiece here, which is the Taro Illuminati. Really good deck. Really speaks to me, guys. Okay, so for Aries, these are the 3 cards for Aries. We got the Lovers, the 9 of Swords, and the 4 of Swords guys. It seems a very dynamic start of the week. The start will be kind of related to past deeds and the chaos that has happened to you in the past. Connection. Oh, it's restored again. Okay, so something happened with the connection. So dynamic start for Aries at the start of the week. It seems that they are going to attend to the deeds marked by the Lovers here that have happened into the past. They are going to set in order the chaos which happened in the past, either in one relationship or in one career, and will kind of be able to harmonize everything that is going on around them. So around midweek, they will reach harmony in one relationship and harmony in one career. Now with the Lovers card also, as it is associated with a particular choice that Aries needs to take here, that will create a particular fears in them with the 9 of Swords, guys. So that here I'm seeing this particular combination as one will fear does one made the wrong choice. Okay, so it seems that the choice you need to make, Aries, this week is going to be quite balanced. It could be a choice that you need to take. You need to give more time to your career than to your relationship, or a choice regarding your family or your estate. Regardless, it will not be an easy one for what it seems. Now before you make before you make your move here for whatever a fate is presenting to you, you have to be fair and square with yourself, and you have to be fair and square for what you really want with the 9 of Swords. If you do have a particular issues, if you do have a particular misunderstanding, something really is bothering you, but you're shy to raise that matter in front of others, you are not feeling comfortable nor courageous to take on this particular problem, you need to find that courage within yourself, because usually with the 9 of Swords, guys, those worries that you will have around midweek, they will be in vain. And if you give yourself into these worries, the actual problem will not going to be solved, not at all. So it will, this particular will require from you to be courageous and to seek harmony. In order to set the things through, you need to reach harmony, balance, in other words, from what you like and what you have to do in your career. Yeah, Jody, I hope so as well. So last card for you, Aries, that will be the 4 of Swords. So at the end of the week, we're seeing here a bit of stabilizing. The routine is going to stabilize itself around you. So you're going to find yourself in peace, probably the weekdays, the weekends, I'm sorry. So you're going to use that time to heal and to spend it into solitude, in a term of that you need to take some time with yourself. You need to meditate, you need to nourish yourself, or excuse me, you're going to surround yourself with one or two best friends in terms of that only these people will be able to charge you with a positive energy. Here we're talking about you surrounding yourself with a people you trust in terms of that you are surrounded with a positive energy. A very good card for those who are suffering a particular illness or they are not feeling very energetic during the week. It means that at the end of the week you are going to be recharged, guys. Something is going to happen that will give you peace. Most likely, whatever happens, most likely it kind of slumbers the troubles that you're working on day by day, and it seems that you will find yourself there at peace. It's like nothing is troubling you. If you do have problems, for example, or troubles with your kids or with your friend or with your work, this is not going to be relevant for you at the end of the week, and you are going to use that time, guys, in order to recharge yourself. So basically, for Aries, just to summarize the week, it seems that it will start very dynamic again, but they have to prioritize one particular thing above the other, and this is where the key thing is going to happen. I mean, this is where the key event for Aries is going to happen, and based on what they're going to decide, where they're going to place their efforts at, that will determine of where the problems will be. The problems you will have in this particular field will be cleared out. So for whatever troubles you have, Aries, do it this week. By the end of the week, you will be able to kind of, to take them on in a term of that they will not be persistent. You will be able to solve those particular problems. So you need to be mindful by taking this choice, which problems exactly you want to solve. Then we're going to Taurus. Hi, Michael. What building, mate? Thank you, Laura. Thank you. Oh. For Taurus, with these three guys, the Emperors, the Knight of Cups, and the Two of Swords, is all about love, people. This week, it seems that it will go more under the banner of personal empathizement, personal relationships, and relationships with one family rather than into a work deal. So rather, very peaceful job, very peaceful time regards to your career, no major changes there. But what happens into your personal life here? It seems that you will start with the Empress, guys. It seems that you are going to start nurturing yourself more and more, doing more things that you like, being able to afford more, let's say, foods, more enjoyment, more enterprises for yourself. So it is kind of your taking away the chains of the day-by-day routine and trying to do something extraordinary. This also card says that you will accept everything that is coming in your way very responsible, which means that you will look in the eyes of others as a very responsible person. And this is the only card that speaks for career in this way. So you will make quite of an impression in front of your bosses that you are a capable person, someone who does care for the company, and someone who is ready to make a personal sacrifice for the good of the company. And this is just as far as it goes for career people. In relationship, this card speaks for love. It speaks for a personal sacrifice for the other person, personal sacrifice for the relationship itself. So you may expect that if you are in a particular relationship, you may expect, Taurus, that your partner will start to empathize with you more and more. It will start to make more compromises than usual. And with this being said, the love will be highly, not exaggerated, but with a high flow, with a high stream in the relationship itself. So after this, we're going to the Prince of Cups, people, and this card signifies a person. It could be your lover, or it could be a person that is coming in your life, and the very least you will have a very pleasant time with that person, which is either Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or it has these ascendant signs. So with this guy, well, he doesn't like a lot of flirting. However, he likes to drown in emotions. So it is very likely that this guy will openly tell you how beautiful you are, how special you are, and will try to take you on date, but without really unnecessary flirting and placing you into a situation where you're feeling quite awkward. Now, with this person, he generally follows the feelings of his heart, and because he does have some initiations of feelings towards you, hi Lisa, he may try to give it a go if you are a single person. That doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be a man. It could be also a woman, guys. And this particular person, you will feel when they are starting to withdraw from you, guys. It is because when they start to withdraw, they really start to slumber. They're very moody, and they don't do you compliments anymore. These people, they usually count on the hard work rather than on by a chance. So every situation that they have in order to, you know, express themselves in front of you, it will be carefully considered by them. So it's kind of they're moving by a plan. And then at the end of the week, we are having the Two of Swords for you guys. So also a peaceful time for you people. But apart from the Four of Swords we saw for the Aries, here is that you will be relieved from the responsibility of taking choices, from the responsibility of taking sides. It will be really the people will leave you alone with yourself to do what you want and to do what you do really like. So with that being said, the end of the week, it is best if you, Taurus, spend it with yourself and analyze what have been reached through that week. So just careful analyzation without actually taking any decisions of where you have to move and you know, initiate from now on. But with that being said as well, guys, it seems that you will sit on a very precious balance at the end of the week, an equilibrium. It could be an equilibrium in between you, your lover, let's say, and your friend, or it could be in equilibrium in between you, your relationship, and your family. That depends, and this is why you should restrict yourself from taking any initiations there in the holidays that are yet to follow, guys. So after that, we are going to Gemini. Let's cut, and for Gemini we got, okay people, Five of Wands with the Nine of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands. This to me speaks for you are going to confront a lot of people this week manually. Either this is a career week for you, Gemini, manually, either because of money, how you earn money, or it is because how the things are done, or how you have, let me find the correct words, guys. It is, or one approach of a project, or where you're sitting into your career place, how you are empathizing with people. So it seems that this week will be very productive of yours if you allow yourself to face a certain surprises, certain turnarounds into your deeds. With that being said, you need to be open for everything. I cannot say new as a new project, but as a new approach, new opportunities to further one's goal, guys. With the Five of Wands, there will be a conflict. That's true. However, through these conflicts, people, a real solution will be found, and you probably have to be the one who unite all these ideas in one idea, and from there everything is pushed through. For a relationship, I cannot see much happening, guys, apart from that at the end of the week a person may appear in your life that is a very handsome and very cocky, and it has a quite high standard. So if you want to empathize with this person, if you want to do something with that person, you really need to be courageous there and not care what the people are telling you, not caring what the people will talk about you if you try to make your move. So then after the Five of Wands people, the Nine of Pentacles is happening, and with the Nine of Pentacles here, guys, we're seeing you taking on this this approach that was negotiated at the start of the week with the Five of Wands, taking on it and taking on it alone. So even though your opinion is not accepted very well in your career, in your work, okay, so you have, let's say, a co-meeting, you express your opinion of how the things has to be done in one's career, and they say, now that's a bullshit. Even though they say that, you will try it out and you will end up successful, okay? So this card speaks that at somewhere midweek, you will have success into your career, success into your business, and everything will be reached with a carefree action. So it will be something that you really like to do, and will not go against your personal beliefs. And you will not feel any responsibility, not responsibility, but any guilt of what you have done, because it will be the right thing to do. It is only that you need to confront all the people which are telling you that you are wrong. And then at the end of the week, Gemini, it's happening this person, which I spoke about what this, how this relates to your relationship. And for your career, this card speaks that you will end up as a leader at the end, or at least you will end up as a protege of someone. Now, if you are as a protege of someone, this person really knows how money are made. This person really knows how business is made, and his instructions or her instructions, this person should be Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. It has these ascendant signs, but his instructions or her instructions are very, how can I say, subtle. And with this subtlety, it seems that every goal will be reached with ease that is coming into the future. Only thing you need to allow yourself is to follow that particular person. If you are this person, it seems that a lot of things will be given to you to do, and this is where you need your keen intellect and your let's say your charisma, so you can unite all people in one team and move forward from there. This is how it's going to happen for those who are in a supervising position, boss position, or these kind of things, or it has private business. But whatever it is, guys, at the end of the week, very successful achievements are going to be there for you, Gemini, in your career field. Oh, Pisces is almost at the end, autumn. So then we're moving on to Cancer. Oh, we're about to see that, Marie. You're about to see that. So, Cancer, not very dynamic week for you. We have these three cards, the Queen of Pentacles people with the Nine of Wands and with the Page of Cups. So just to summarize all these cards, this is about you fighting for what you already have, sustain, and searching how to maximize the results of your current projects, relationship, friendships, and this kind of stuff. So it is like reaching out the maximum of what you already have before you place your efforts into the newness that is coming into your life. With the Queen of Pentacles, guys, it is very important that you kind of take on every particular project you had until now, and if it is not finished, finish it this week. Same goes to your relationship. If you haven't finished business in your relationship, in terms of that some things left unspoken, or you have promised that you're going to do something with your partner but you haven't done it till now, you need to aim in order to do it this week, because this will have an impact for you in the future, and by you doing it, you will be able to take on the maximum out of every single situation. If this is a person, people, the Queen of Pentacles is a Taurus, Capricorn, or okay, so we reconnected, guys. So Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, who has these ascendant signs, this person, not really someone who invests. Well, she or he does invest and will invest in you only if you show them that the most of the work is done. So it's kind of like a financial injection you may have from this particular person, but not if you are going to start something from the very bottom of it. You have to lead it. You need to have it structured until unless you need to have it structured to the very middle of it. I mean, to the half of it at least, so they can really see that you can push it to its very end. If this is about your relationship and this is your partner, guys, then it seems that the partner will have a more sense of security toward one relationship, and will work for the good of the relationship itself. So don't be surprised if they agree to things that they haven't agreed before. It's all about the sake of your relationship, people. Then the Nine of Wands happens. And with the Nine of Wands, people, that card is a very, very high sound of a preparation. And it's a preparation of you finalizing a particular things, particular deed, something that is a very near to completion. So how you can prepare yourself? You need to be first patient. Second, you need to take your time in order to foresee what problems you may have forward. This card as well is a sign that there may be an adversary nagging somewhere around you, and you need to slow down the motion and expose that adversary that is around you and wants to bring you down. The card also speaks that at the midweek, you may start feeling fatigue, you may start feeling that you are very tired, and you may want to take a day off, for example, in order to recharge yourself. But whatever it is, you are just very close to finalizing what you have been working on quite recently, guys. So don't give up. It is just you need to take a little bit of time to catch up your break. You are not failing there. It is just you are gathering and recharging your strengths. And then we are having the Princess of Cups. So with the Princess of Cups, Cancer, at the end of the week, this card highly speaks that you will have some emotional pleasure in the term of empathizing with someone. It could be with this person or with someone, you know. It doesn't have to be with one person. It could be with many. But the thing is that people will really give you an emotional support in the term of that they will try to empathize with you on an emotional level rather than only on verbal level. So you can expect a lot of happy surprises. You can expect a lot of happy team experience, let's say that way. So like going into a cinema with very trusted friends, going into a pub with very, very trusted friends that really can connect with you emotionally. If we're talking about your relationship, it speaks for a lot of love and intimacy, guys. And even though you had some particular issues in the past, it seems that these issues will not take place now really at the end of the week, and you will focus completely on the intimacy and the sex in one relationship, people. Well, if no partner, then Mary, it seems that you have a pleasant time with your friends, I'm sorry, or very close very close people into your social circle. Okay, so we're jumping now to Leo, guys. Oh, Leo, oh my God, that's a breakthrough, guys. That is a quite of a breakthrough, true secret, okay? So, some certain secret, hidden influence, hidden energy, or a hidden knowledge will be revealed to you. It may be that suddenly you may realize that things are not exactly as you thought they are. You may realize that there is a particular window of opportunity, or you may kind of received a sound advice from a woman, a very, very wise woman, as the high priestess is preaching. But most likely, the answer here you are seeking, it's coming from within. So it is very essential, guys, if you do follow your intuition. If this is about your relationship, and that card, especially with these two, it signifies, guys, that a troublesome relationship will take on a new turn. Okay, so a troublesome relationship at the end of this week happens to be a wonderful relationship, at least for quite a while, because the high priestess, it's like a soul bond. If we're talking about relationship in job, in your career, with this card, people, it seems that start of the week will be not very dynamic. It will be the usual routine, but the more you work on what you have to do, the more you will sense that something is starting to shape, something is nagging, something is forming here around the midweek. And this something, like a project, or I don't know, it will be a it will be an activity that will give you a high breakthrough. People will present itself to you, and it is where it's presenting himself to you with the Six of Swords. So with the Six of Swords, Leo, it seems that you will sit on a particular threshold, and that threshold will mark a start of a new era, new beginning. With this new beginning, a fear comes, because you will not be able to foresee the outcome of your actions. In reality, guys, there is nothing to be afraid of, and you really need to act here. You need to take on this window of opportunity and step toward the unknown, so you can improve your own circumstances. This card, guys, says that you need to take actions in midweek to improve your circumstances in your career or in your relationship. As we saw in your relationship, troublesome one become a good one, and this is where around midweek you will have those windows of opportunity to make it a wonderful relationship. And you should stop, presuming what outcome your actions should have, but just act when you seize the opportunity. This will be very essential for you. In career, this card rather speaks that someone is going to offer you a particular project, deed, agenda, whatever. And at the start, you may give a second thought about it, because you will not know where exactly this agenda leads and what will be the profits from it for you. But the more you think, the more you will see that if you stay on this place and you don't take this particular activity, it is you're going nowhere. So you're going to take it either way. And at the end of the week, we are seeing you, Leo, victorious on whatever activity you have this week. So that will be the important breakthrough here, people. You will be recognized. You will be able to express yourself as one is. This is a very key for this card. If we're talking about your relationship, a lot of passionate time, a lot of sex, a lot of emphasizement. It's like a peak of the experience, okay? Things will be in the best shape ever you have experienced them before that. So in your career, achievements, grand achievements, one reaches a particular state where receive rewards, or the very least, if you do need help with your projects, a helping hand is going to come, guys. So very positive week for Leo, starting rather slow, but after that it is kind of taking on the dynamic, and at the end it finishes with a grand achievement, with a personal success, and with recognition, guys. So congrats. Hi, Letitia. How are you doing tonight? Okay, so Virgo is the next one. So for Virgo, we are having those three. Week of singularity, week of Virgo, new tasks that are coming at hand, and week of leadership. So with the Nine of Pentacles, guys, with the Nine of Pentacles, that speaks for a flawless performance in one career. It speaks for that everything that is given to you, you will be able to finish it before the deadline happens. Everything given to you will come into you like a childish play, like, you know. So you are gonna take it, you're gonna finish it and take on it with like no effort ever. So that kind of speaks for a particular closures of deals where you have monetary success. If you are seeking for a job, you are going to be recognized for your professionalism, and probably a place, a job place is going to be given to you. If we're talking about your relationship, here it seems that you will be one step ahead from your partner, which means that you will be the one who is going to lead the relationship, and you have to be the one who leads the relationship toward a particular harmony. So if we're talking about relationship with this card, guys, you need to take it easy on your partner. It seems that you will have everything under control. However, your partner may feel a little bit insecure, and that's why you need to start taking care of them. Again, for your career, it seems that everything is going to happen with ease there, and you will free yourself, you will free a lot of room for new deeds, new tasks, new appointments, you know, new responsibilities. And here they come with the Three of Wands. Around midweek, you are going to be very successful in what you're doing in your career, and you will sit on a already established patterns. Okay, sitting proud, sitting with achievement, sitting there like you have done this on your own. And the good job, guys, shouldn't stop there. You know, you need to set on new tasks that are putting your skills under the test, so you can improve your personal arsenal of knowledge and skills. This is so far it goes for career. It seems that like your ship has came. It is because what is this card is showing, and your ship may come to you in a very different gazes, many different gazes. I mean, like a new project, a new position at work, new colleagues that are coming into your job, presenting you with new activities, these kind of stuff. It depends. But when it comes, you need to be brave, because it will require from you to reach the outer limits of your skills and your knowledge. If we're talking about your relationship, people, this speaks for happy times and a lot of surprises in one relationship. What I mean is that everything is going to happen spontaneously. It is like, for example, let's say that you're waking up one morning next to your partner, and they're saying, hey, do you want to go to a cinema? Or before that, we go to a park. You know, they're going to surprise you with many things, and all of them will be a happy surprises, something that you will not mind at all to do. So be ready for a dynamic into your relationship. And then we're going at the end of the week to the Queen of Wands, guys. So if this is a person, again, what we said for one of the previous star sign was, that is going to be a person presenting you with an opportunity or taking on the lead for what you're working for. And you need to follow this person, because first, she knows what she's doing, and also she is capable for taking, or ready rather, to take one for the team. So this is a very loyal and accountable team leader. If this is not a person, people, then that speaks that you will be, let's say that you will be graced, okay, with a perfect business sense. You will be attractive to a lot of people, and that is a very favorable card for those single. Because if you go at the end week, for example, Friday out on a pub, I guarantee you with this card, Virgo, that at least 2 people are going to talk with you and going to try to make a conversation, flirting, and this kind of stuff. So at the end of the week, guys, if you are single, please don't stay at home, but try to have some fun outside, and you will see how easy it is to attract somebody, because the Queen of Wands, people, it is a center of the universe, center of one social circle, and a lot of people admire her. So yeah, be mindful and don't spend the Friday at your home staring at TV if you do want to find love in this world, guys. Okay, so after Virgo, we're going to Libra. Guys, leave the questions for after I'm done with the star signs, people. I will answer to a couple of questions, but right now they're just only breaking my focus, seriously. So for Libra, thank you, Cecilia. Okay, so Libra, that will be a major week. Really looking at these cards, Libra, I cannot say too much because they perfectly fall into a line where this week will be a week of taking, I'm trying to say it this way, this not destroying, but breaking with the old and starting with the new. Okay, so something in your life with the death card, Libra, is going to die. I'm not talking about person, okay, because that's the death card. Something that does not serve you any favor, or it doesn't have any room to unfold from now on. When this particular thing is starting to die, it could be, let's say, it could be a project in your job. I mean, you have pushed it, and suddenly it cannot be pushed anymore, and it cannot be finalized either. So it is the natural death of a particular activity, particular hobby, one relationship, one empathizement, one flirting, or whatever. It is very personal for everybody. This card is vast. It could be for everything, you know. It could be a let's say an ending of routine going into a doctor for exams, you know. It could be everything, guys. So when this particular thing ends, you may feel that you do have now a room to start new activity, okay? So it could be a finalizing of a big project, most likely, because this is something big. This is something that is consuming most of your time, Libra, okay? That ends. Placing on an assessment how well you did based on this ending, and then where you have to go from now on. If this is your relationship that is coming to an end, Libra, it seems that you will surround yourself with some trusted friends here, and they will really tell you the truth, where the relationship was rotten, why the relationship ended. And through that, you will make a particular assessment and fair judgment of how the next one has to happen, because the next one is coming at the end of the week, okay? So here, this week, for you, Libra, we have ending and immediately initiating a new beginning. You will have almost no time whatsoever to find where the next goal of yours should lie. So when the Seven of Cups hits you, you need to be a very objective for your own capabilities. You need to be very objective of what you really want and what the reality is, because probably most of these opportunity for the newness, Libra, They will be kind of like a fairy tale. They will be kind of like too good to be true. And you may be misled. I mean, even, especially if you're going through a turmoil where it ends and then something awesome is offered to you, everybody could be misled and jump into it. But you need to be very careful, and you shouldn't jump mindlessly into this activity, but rather try to go step by step, slowly. Only do what is 100% secure as a step forward, and do not risk. This is what I'm trying to say. Do not take on a risk. So whatever it is promised to you, Libra, probably somewhere at the end of the week, don't place a very big hopes in it. I'm not saying that it's not going to turn out the way it is promised to you. For some, it will turn out, okay? But for some, it will be a grand disappointment. And that's why all the Libras should proceed with caution there. Because this is a card of gambler. It could be something awesome. It could be something very bad, okay? So what I like to say with this card, guys, is that the things offered to you at the end of the week will be like the mother's dream for her child. And are they going to be fantasies or seeds growing? Yet remains to be known. So proceed with caution, Libra. Don't take on immediately of something that is offered to you. Of course, the Seven of Cups can be presented with a brand different way, in a term of that something could be presented to you as an opportunity, Libra. You may take it on just because it's good, and after that something even better is presented to you from a third party. But because you have already attended to the first one, you will miss your even more wonderful opportunity. I'm sorry, guys, some of the cards fell down. So with this being said, guys, give yourself a little bit of time at the end of the week to calm down your emotions. What I'm trying to say is that you shouldn't fly in the clouds, okay? You shouldn't be drawn with your emotions, and you shouldn't base your choices on emotions at the end of the week, Libra. You should completely base them on pure logic. So after Libra, we are going to Scorpio. So Scorpio, with these three, just to summarize, it seems that well, that's not fair, because I'm taking some of my personal situations here to interpret the cards. But always with tarot, guys, the question is the key. But for what my first impression when I see these three cards, people, is that a long waiting is now finally comes to its end. Okay, so you have waited for something. Now this week you will have your answer, and your answer is rather be positive one, especially if it regards to travel, because the Chariot also regards to traveling, guys. So the boredom, the ordinary routine you have, everything that you had till now it's about to be shaken toward the better ends. A new, rare, wonderful opportunity is going to be given to you. That is what the Four of Cups present. So if it is a career, some additional deeds, some additional projects will be given to you that will kind of revive the boredom, that will revive the dynamic atmosphere that you had once and now has recently turned into a boredom, turned into a string of activity that it is like you are a robot in them, you know. So when this happens, there will be creative expression, there will be some creative maneuvers that you need to take that will really revive your enthusiasm moving on into one's career. If this is about your relationship, people, it seems that a new form of emotions is going to be emerged in one relationship, or at least this is what the fate presents to you. and it is up to you. Either you want to take it on or to leave it behind you and clinch only to the old emotions you have. But you need to know that something has to be done, because even if you are sitting on a very, very good place right now, emotionally satisfied, this particular state is going to end very soon. That's why the fate itself is giving you the new cup here, guys. It is either end of waiting, or it is this rare opportunity. Regardless, you, Scorpio, have to stand off your butt and start doing something about it. So then we're going to a Chariot card, guys. As I said, traveling, okay, or at least preparation for making traveling with the Chariot card. This card also speaks preparation for taking on something very big, you know, very big, because the Chariot is about pushing on the impossible. Let's say that you have been given at your job a task that normally is not meant for you. It is not on your level, or at least you thought that you are not qualified for it. Then you will suddenly realize that by you preparing for that big jump forward, that big jump to take on problems, take on difficulties, you will be able, you know, to do so. The Chariot card speaks for triumph, guys. You will have triumph over your deeds at the midweek. You will have a look of the personal of personal work. You will have recognition. You will have more empathizement in front of others. But on top of that, you will have your independence, people. So the Chariot Scorpio speaks for independence. And that also speaks that you will break some chains that are around your neck. Like, for example, debts that you had, probably you will return them, or a favor one of your friends made to you, and now you're obligated to return it back. You will detach from this string, or a promise you made, you will also be detached from this string. Whatever it is, it will grant you more personal freedom. And at the end, with the King of Pentacles, this card here, the only way I'm seeing it, guys, is that either someone is going to invest in you and will of course expect his investments to be returned after a certain period of time, or this is an experience with where you bring friends into the matter. It could be a favor you need and you bring the friends into the matter, but you need to start pulling up particular connections in order to maximize a particular effort. It is about stabilizing and sustaining what you already have, so you can move on from now on. It's like working even more on your personal deeds before you take on a brand new responsibilities, people. So a week, Scorpio, that will awake you from a slumber, guys. Oh man, I was waiting for this one. So we Scorpio, we awake from slumber. A lot of activity is waiting for us, probably some money prosperity at the end of the week, or at least we will find a financial injection, or we will be able to make a particular movement forward with bringing friends into the matter, as I said. Or it could be just spending some good time with friends where you, unfortunately, is going to pay the bill. Okay, so after Scorpio, we are going to Sagittarius. Ooh. These three guys with the Magician, the Six of Swords, and with the Ten of Swords. People, the only way I can see those three cards for Sagittarius, it is a week where the Sagittarius cuts off the unnecessary from their life. even if it has to be painful. So let's say cutting off the rotten flesh from one body so the body can heal afterwards. Now, one of these cuttings or these disposals, they will be painful. I don't want to lie to you, especially at the end of the week. Probably one will realize it has to break from one relationship. One will realize that it has to break from one career, or a particular project they need to leave it, or a particular friend is gonna wipe away from their life and will betray them. Regardless of what it is, people, it seems that it will have some uncomfortable symptoms that will strike you, and all will start with the Magician, where you do realize that you have been kept under the water until now. I mean, people didn't treat you very fairly. People didn't give you what you deserve, and through your communicational skills, through your self-esteem, guys, you will start quickly building up a particular fellowship. You followers will start, you know, gathering around you, and you will create this small force, like from co-workers, from a particular team, co-workers, or from a particular side of your social circle. And when this particular thing happens, there it is where the Six of Swords hits. And when the Six of Swords hits, guys, it seems that you will take on this very extreme measures into your life to cut from this these things that are slowing you back, Sagittarius. So it is the only way I can see for Sagittarius here, people, is that you have kept your teeth squeezed. You have resisted all the unfair treatment, and you have pretended that this treatment it's fair, you know, and you haven't confronted anybody about it. And at the end of the week, you just say enough is enough. The hell with it, you know. I don't want to deal anymore with this bullshit. I do deserve better. And it is where you will reach an extreme measures, where you will not care anymore for the consequences of your actions, because the things cannot go any worse from what they are at these very moments. And this will not just make you brave, but it will make you not care of how you will reach your results. So for you, Sagittarius, this is the only things I can say. It is something is gonna come into your end, and you will be the one initiating this end. And you will initiate it with storm. You will initiate it with no remorse, no fear, because you know that you do deserve better. You know that the people did not treated you fair, and just because you have tasted that fair treatment from somewhere else, that it is promised to you, it is why you are gonna want to break from this thing that is slowing you down. So either in one career or in one relationship, whatever it is coming, or it could be that you will kind of cut off a particular, you know, particular contact with your family, cutting off a very good friend of yours, whatever it is, it will not come easy on you, you know. But after that, after this small period of time where you may feel a pain inside you, you will have a nourishing and cleansing effect. But you need to know that whatever choice and decision you take on this end of the week, that will be a final choice, you know. So if you banish a friend of yours, you cannot take it back. If you banish a lover, the lover will not come back. That's a final choice, guys, that after that has a cleansing and nourishing effect for you. Okay, after Sagittarius, we are reaching Capricorns. Thank you, guys. Thank you. No, people, you are awesome for being here and for supporting me, guys. Thank you so much for your support. It really means a lot to you. To me, I'm sorry. No, I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it really means a lot to me, guys. Otherwise, I wouldn't come here every day and every week to do these things. So for Capricorns, just awesome for Capricorns. They got these three Now, two major arcanas with one King of Cups. Okay, so for Capricorns, it seems that something will unfold for them naturally. In a term of this particular thing will grant them success, a room of expand, happiness, monetary success especially, joy, and it will recharge them with vital energy, and it will give happiness to everybody around them. This particular combination also speaks for a successful heal. Okay, so if you are and also it's not just a physical heal, but it's also emotional heal, not mental, however, just emotional heal. So if you're going through a very, very difficult time, it seems that you will be able to recuperate from it, and that will happen not without support of your own personal soul, guys. So you need to start paying more attention to yourself. You need to start nurturing yourself better. You need to start experiencing what you want to experience. In the term of, if you want to go to a roller coaster, you need to go to a roller coaster. If you want to spend more time alone, you have to start spending more time alone. It is about this week, you need to start taking care for yourself and for your own personal emotions of what you're feeling, of how you're feeling best. You know what I mean? You need to start feeling yourself satisfied for the deeds that you're doing. So in this particular term, this week will not be favorable for those who are doing things just because they have to do them, and they are not paying attention to their own personal needs. Because your own personal needs, Capricorn, it is what will matter the most this week. And then you will be able to take on control of your emotions. So until now, your emotions were swirling you here and there. You have felt lost and you couldn't take them on control. You have been moody probably lately, and nothing is really, even the smallest thing, it is kind of throwing you off balance. You are bursting in tears, probably, these kind of stuff. And now we're seeing your emotions are starting to stabilize here with the King of Cups. Now, the more the more time passes, the more you nurture and taking care of yourself, the more you will start improving your mood, the more you will start to take on all these decisions that are coming in your way based on logic and professionalism rather than on emotions, which means that you will be shielded from making a particular mistakes or harsh decisions, as well as that you will start building up respect into other people. So you, at the end of the week, probably your respect level, let's say that way, is going to be increased significantly, especially if we're talking about your career. And if we're talking about your career, guys, some particular issues there will be faced by you being mature about them, giving sound advices, and after that, immediately after that, you will detach from the activity and placing your attention to something else, because knowing that you have did the right thing. Also, the Empress here speaks, guys, that you are going to reap the efforts of your past, either good or bad. So be mindful of what you have done in the past. And then we're going to the Sun card, which generally is a yes to every question you have, speaks for success, speaks for secret reveal, happy time, also speaks that you need to react to everything that is coming in your way spontaneously and childlike, in a term of that you need to think how one child needs to react. You shouldn't keep any emotions inside you. If you are happy, you need to be happy. If you are sad, you need to talk about it. Also, the card grants you a room for growth, especially if we're talking about business, guys. That card speaks for earning money, and also speaks that whatever situations you have that are set on halt in a term of that there is no progress, they will start unfolding themselves naturally. And after Capricorns, we do have now Aquarius. One before the last, guys. One before the last. Hello, Anna. What do you mean, couples reading? I mean, a reading for couple? Yeah, that's Crystal. That's the Illuminati tarot. I don't have. Where is the box? No, it's not. It's not here. Oh yeah, here is the box. 1 second for the Tarot Illuminati. There. Okay, so Aquarius. Oh my God, Aquarius. That is your career reading for this week. So it seems that mainly focus on career, and especially if we're talking, thank you, Cecilia, especially if we're talking about you taking on a leadership. So authority is what you're gonna build up this week. This is as far as it goes for your relationship. So in your relationship, I would just say a few words, Aquarius, for your relationship. It is where you will build up that authority, that you will show and present yourself in front of your partner, capable to push the relationship to a very end, and even they will start thinking about creating family with you. It is where you will kind of structure your relationship. Strong you are, it is where you will show your personal strength and readiness to fight for the success of the relationship at any cost. And this is as far as it goes for relationship with these 3 cards. Now, if we're talking about career, as soon as the week starts, Aquarius, bam, it is where the Page of Wands hits you, and this is where a message is gonna come through a very different gazes. But whenever the message comes, guys, you need to be open for everything new, and you need to remind yourself on your personal strength, and that you can take on everything, and you're capable of taking on everything that is coming in your way. So no hesitation whatsoever needs to be presented. Needs to be presented in this very moment when the message comes. It could come through a hint, it could come through an email, phone call, whatever, but it will call for you. And regardless of how pointless, meaningless, stupid, or whatever you call it sounds, you need to start exploring it and taking on it. In order to do so, we are reaching here the Emperor, guys, and with the Emperor, you need to present yourself strong in front of the world. Now, you need to start acting like one Emperor acts in a term of that you don't need to give an explanation to everybody. You don't need to prove yourself in front of everybody. You have proven quite a lot. But with this being said, you also need to take responsibilities for your actions and for your deeds, and also you need to show how professional you are in the term of that. No emotions whatsoever this week should be placed, especially if we're talking about your career, guys. Emotions in career, outbursts, being in crappy mood, being jealous towards someone, being mad towards someone, this is something very negative, and it will obstruct you big time. If someone is not treating you fair, tell them just to go to hell, and don't keep your mind occupied with them. As well, if something is not given to you or you're not allowed to do something, try to find a different way, because a different way will be found if you are strong enough to search for it and to push for it. And then we are reaching for your business success here with the Queen of Wands, where people will really, really admire to you. Probably some of them are going to say, man, I didn't believe that you will be able to push it through, but you were able to push it through, Aquarius. And people will really look to you with different eyes there at the end of this week. It seems that you will become a very, very valuable asset for your company, at least for quite a while, and you will be taken on very seriously, as well as that you may expect that a lot of projects and particular deeds are gonna come into your way. They will be lifted from, not lifted, but given from a high management in order to test you, in order to see how capable you are, because probably a particular promotion, raise, or changing into fields for the better, it is cooking for you. And it depends, either it's gonna, it depends if it is going to reach you in a term of that, how strong you will be able to present yourself in front of the other, in front of the others. Now, it is very important for you, Aquarius, to remember that in order to be strong, you need to first sustain what you have. So no losses are acceptable there. Yeah, something like this, fancy. So you need to sustain first what you have, so no losses are acceptable there. And second, you shouldn't, again, as I said, explain yourself in front of others, because explanations means that you do have a feeling of guilt, and that makes you weak. So last but not least, or at least makes you look weak. Last but not least, guys, we are going to Pisces. Pisces, that will be a wonderful week for you, okay? So it seems that at the very start of the week, you will want to kind of secure your peace that is moving forward. Even though if there is some misunderstandings in your career field, you will aim at least Monday, Tuesday to take on them and try to solve these particular issues, and this is what is going to happen. Same goes into your relationship. It seems that you're going to make a strict plan in your relationship how you're going to spend it this week, so there will be no surprises whatsoever, but just on the contrary, everything will go the way it is supposed to go and the way you have planned it. Especially if we're having the 10 of Cups, I like to say for this card, guys, that whatever happens there, it makes the things surge as the life suddenly starts worth living. So it seems that everything will start improving. It will create you satisfaction. It will make you feel like you're at home, like nothing can really touch you. But the most important thing is that the outside troubles will just bypass you and will go with the flow without really affecting you. So very positive one for a relationship. It is the relationship is going to be shielded from the exterior influence, and you will enjoy a happy time of love with your partner. If you are alone, it seems that I can't say that you are going to meet someone, guys. Rather, you are going to spend time more with family or people that you are accepting as a family, and this will make you feeling less lonely than usual. And then at the end of the week, Pisces, we are going to the Three of Pentacles. So if we're talking about career here in the Three of Pentacles, people, it seems that this will be, the very least, Pisces, this will be talks with co-workers, or most likely talks with someone that is teaching you, or a supervisors of yours. It is where you are laying down your ideas of your way of working for the next week. So probably the way I see it, this is a co-meeting, okay, co-meeting, and where your supervisor or your boss is asking you, okay, what you have done this week and what are you planning to do next week. And it is where you will be able to structure even better your next week, and you will be able to prepare yourself for whatever it is coming the next week. But the thing with the Three of Pentacles, Pisces, is that it always signifies that something very comfortable is coming in your way, at least that you will be able to create a very comfortable environment around you, because you will take on every critics that is coming into your way into a creative approach, so you will be able to better yourself. And the Three of Pentacles also speaks for opportunity of learning. So you may be taught at the end of the week, you may be in consult at the end of the week for a particular approach of yours. But regardless of what it is, there is no doubt whatsoever, guys, that at the end of the week you will be able to place so solid foundations for your personal development in this company, in this company you're working at, or the business you have, or a project you have, or a deal you want to close, that you cannot even imagine. It's almost you are going to make it indestructible, people. But you do have a lot to learn as well. So don't think that you do everything that you could, because you haven't. Whatever you have done, it is just a small remnant of what you can really, really achieve further. The Three of Pentacles speaks also that further in the future, well, much further, this particular activity this week will bring you a lot of money, okay? It will place a foundation where you can step on and earn a lot of money. If we're talking about relationship, guys, this particular card speaks that the tomahawk will be buried beneath. So whatever misunderstandings you had with your partner, it is all gonna be settled down. Yes, you are gonna yell to one another. Yes, you are probably gonna say a painful words to one another, and probably there will be scandals. But everything said in there will be true, and it's not going to be like you're gonna shout to one another pointlessly. You will also offer a solution, and through these offers of solutions, one solution is going to be reached and accepted, succeeded, or whatever you want to call it, and that will create a plan, as I said, foundation of stabilizing your relationship, transforming it into something beautiful. And the next step in this relationship is the comfort zone, guys. So be prepared for that. Okay, so this was the tarot scope for all 12 people. I will take a couple of questions. So oh, good for you, Justin. Good for you. Man, that is quite a lot of money. Congrats, mate. I guess you made your year last night. Okay, Letitia, so you want to know if you're going to live with your partner. With this kind of questions, guys, you need to know that a tarot reading is not a lifetime reading, okay? It shows you the current situation. This is how I read here. For more in-depth, you know, it has to be a professional reading. But let's see what the current situation, I mean, what the current, not prosperity, fuck, what was the word? Options available of living with your partners are. Are you sure that he wants to live with you? I mean, this is what you need to know. If you, however, start living together, it seems that it's gonna go for a long term. But it is the question: are you even sure that you want to live with him? That is what you need to ask yourself. That will be what this card says. That yes, you can, but it's gonna be a very serious thing. You need to know that. And if you are not taking this relationship very serious, and I mean family serious, then I would say rather not. Your new home, Christy, is just going to be fine, the way I see it with the High Priestess. So your new home is going to go, at least for 1 year from now, just in the ordinary way, without any tantrums, turmoils, and whatever in it. General card for Pansy, the Ten of Pentacles for you, Pansy. So for Ten of Pentacles, it seems that First of all, you will start building up trust with the people you don't know till now. Second, it seems that the card will create a home, like it speaks that you will start spending time in more like home-like environment with very trusted people of yours. If that regards to your career, as this is a general card, it speaks for stabilizing one career. Old actions will reflect your present and will give meaning into the future. So the card speaks that you are into a middle of a very, very important chain of events that will lead you to the greater good. Okay. Your life is changing definitely, Chario, with the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups says that you will be good, you will be best where you're involved with more people, with more teamwork, and where people really allow you to express yourself, not just creatively, but emotionally. So if this is not allowed in your particular job, or it is not what you're doing, then you can be very, very better, very, very, you can be better in some other places, let's say that way. So this is the answer of my question. Uh, with this being said, people, thank you all for watching, and thank you for contributing for my live stream here at the weekly. Thank you for your support. It really, really means a lot to me, guys. And with that being said, you have a great week and productive week. There were no bad prediction whatsoever. That really surprised me, because usually I'm quite dark. And yeah, you take care now, guys, and see you next time. Bye. Yes, Pansy, I do personal. I'm doing personal readings. You can check on my website www.tarotpredictions.net, or I will just text you. I will just give you a personal message. So yeah, bye guys.